In his book, Visual Intelligence, Donald Hoffman presents several of the heuristics that support the brain's construction of its visual experience. These are rules that underpin how we build our visual perceptual experience, which seem to be analogous to the rules of grammar that guide and construct our meaning from sound. Rather than hard and fast rules, they are more like general hypotheses that are used to predict what is seen and heard. But they are not so rigidly applied that they cannot be affected by the presentation of new or incongruent information. In fact, there is an analogous experience of illusion that occurs across sensory modalities when an underlying heuristic that is used to build the perception violates the rules and heuristics of perception being used by another cognitive system to create this identifiable paradox. Like the picture that can simultaneously be viewed either as a young lady or an old woman, or that child's toy that produces a noise that can be interpreted as saying both Green Lantern and Brainstorm. Cognitive heuristics do not seem to simply be ingrained, but rather developed through interactions with the environment. For example, newborn infants require time to develop full visual capacities. However, it's been shown that this is not simply a process of biological maturation. If the eyes of a young child are covered for an extended period of time during the maturation process, the child will not develop the ability to see. Despite having fully biologically developed eyes and nervous systems, infants must interact with their environment to develop these underlying heuristics. A similar phenomenon may be the cause in some cases of dyslexia. This is because it's very common for children who are later diagnosed with dyslexia to have had tubes placed in their ears at a very young age to prevent the ear canal from being blocked with wax and fluid. Much like the developmental impact on sight when the eyes don't receive proper visual stimulation, early blockages in the ears can have a similar effect on the capacity to develop proper hearing, despite there being no discernible damage to the ear's physical or neurological capacity for hearing. The relationship between biologically centered heuristic theories of perception and physiological interactionist theories like theory suggest a process that generates and evaluates theories through physical interaction. Elizabeth Spelk's work, I hope I'm saying her name right, works on the development of core knowledge, which proposes that infants have innate domain-specific systems for understanding physical objects, space, number, and biological organisms. This provides further evidence for the idea that humans have these ingrained heuristics that are used to make mental simulations to understand the physical world.